Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Absolutely Me. Thank you for tuning into my video. If you're new here and it's your first time clicking onto my video, thank you. I really appreciate it. And as you guys can tell by today's title, I'm going to be talking about because I failed, I give up. So you guys will be thinking, like, what is this girl going to talk about? But don't worry, just take your cup of tea, take your popcorn, take everything that you know that is entertaining to you, and sit down and enjoy this video, because it's a topic where it has really been in my mind for the past couple of days. Even I wrote this topic down on my phone, like, is it right for me to do it? But you know what, thank God for his direction, and I'm like, you know, let me just speak it to discuss it or anyhow to my YouTube viewers, and I hope you guys can grab one or two things from this topic. So before I go on with this video, like I said, if it's your first time tuning into this video, thank you. Don't forget to click the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and if you truly believe that this video has really helped you and you understand the message through this video, don't forget to share this video, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching once again. So with no further ado, let's just get right into the video. So guys, don't mind me, I'm going to be having my phone with me, so just because I've written some information down, and I just want to make sure that I give you the right message and not the wrong message, okay? So the first thing about this topic that I want to talk about is, let's just before even going through it, even in this 21st century, let's be honest, it's not easy. Knowing that you fail at something and you want to try and pick yourself up, I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, it's as easy as ABC, or it's as easy as crackers and cheese. It's not easy, and I do understand that, because coming from my own perspective, because I've experienced it, and I know you have experienced it, people around you have definitely experienced it, the fact that you fail and you feel like giving up. So this 21st century has really shine a bright light on it, because you have social media, you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have Snapchat, you have all the social medias that even have a thorough influence on you giving up, if you get what I mean. So for an example, now you get a job and you see people on Instagram showcasing their job, getting this, getting that, and you went for the interview for the job, or you end up failing, and you already believe in yourself that once I get the job, I could be able to reach the goals that I want to get, I could be able to do this for myself, could be able to do that for myself, and showcasing it. And even people even fail, and when after they fail, they go into depression because of failing. And what I meant about social media having an influence on it is on failing is because once you've gone on social media and you see all these things people are going through, which by the way, some of them are not legit. Some people are truly going through problems in their own house, in their own family, but when they go through social media, when they come to social media, they pretend as if everything is cool and everything. We all know that, especially relationship goals and so on. But that's for another topic, for another day. But what I'm trying to say is that social failing also kind of influence social media. It kind of relates, because at the end of the day, if you fail and you see that people are popping on social media, you see, and you're kind of an individual who go on social media daily, and you see people succeed, the people doing greatly, which I not really know which you're not thoroughly 100% confirming if what they're doing is legit, but you see that they're succeeding, and everything else will make you to feel depressed, make you to actually question your self-worth. That's why I meant that social media in this 21st century has kind of influenced the way people see themselves when they fail. So that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's what I believe. I just believe that social media has also kind of influenced people when they fail, because when they fail, that's it, they just totally give up. They don't really encourage themselves push themselves to the limit, and they just sit back down and, like I said, question their self-worth. Okay guys, I read one of this verse from a devotional book that I was reading. I know you guys would have seen this somewhere or around, and it says here that what you've been afraid to do and whoever you've been afraid to become, God wants to encourage you today to be strong and to be courageous. The person God wants you to become is a person that isn't afraid of anything, regardless of the outcomes of your dreams. That's really does stood out to me, guys. It really does stood out to me, because you fail, that doesn't mean you should give up, if you get what I mean. Like, there are some areas in my life that I failed at. There's some areas in my life that I'm like, I even question myself, like, why that not even question myself, I question God. I'm like, why am I not doing well in this? Why am I not doing well in that? It's because God knows the right time, guys, when He's going to bless you. At that time, you might not need it. At that time, God might say that you're not ready for that kind of success. God might say that you're not ready for that kind of victory yet. It's just preparing and molding you for you to be able to accept, accept that blessings. You get what I mean? So for an example now, you young people out there, we all know a lot this 24/7, most of the young people are in a rush to be in a relationship, and you end up going into a wrong relationship and end up failing in that relationship. Why? Because you didn't wait for God's time. You believe that, you believe that rushing into the relationship, that so-called relationship, will bring you that sort of happiness, which God probably already has a better plan, a better man for you, a better husband for you, and a better future partner for you. And you want to go and rush in a relationship, and when you fail, you start questioning your self-worth, you start questioning God, you start questioning everything of your existence, which is not right. You get what I mean? So that's why I'm saying that failure does not mean that you should give up. I even wrote something here. I said that you don't achieving your results does not mean that you're a failure. It's true, you not achieving your result does not mean that you're a failure. You not taking action, like I said, you not taking action after you failed, that's when you are a failure. Because at the end of the day, failure equals to failure. If you fail and you don't pick yourself up, you still end up failing at the same time. But if you fail and you dust your shoulder off and you continue working on whatever goals that you are working on, of course at the right time you will receive the results. So I said that you are only a failure when you don't pick up yourself and change the situation, which is the fact. You're only a failure when you don't get up and pick up and just change the situation. By changing the situation, it's like just changing your mindset for saying that, oh, I don't achieve this now, later on I know God has a better plan for me, and I know that I'm gonna achieve this at the right point in time. Okay, and also said something else as well. I'm trying to look for it. Sometimes, even majority of the time, we all face situations that doesn't even make sense, that just wants you to want to give up, and that is the fact. The majority of the time, and sometimes, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, it's all glitter and gold. No, that sometimes, and majority of the times, we face situations that makes us want to give up. For an example now, when I'm in the nursing field in NHS, and when I want to grow more in my field, and when I apply for a job to go higher band and I don't get the job, at some point, I remember I was a bit sad about it, but you know what I did? I dusted up my shoulder. I just keep on applying. I'm telling you, it wasn't easy, because I know that I know that it's really hurting to know that you anytime you apply for a job, they keep declining you, which is the most hardest thing ever, because going through the application process, going through the interview, the exams and everything, it's not even easy, talk less about being declined. You get what I mean? So like when I got declined after going through all the process, I was so happy, I was sad, but that doesn't mean it made me give up. I dust up my shoulder and I keep applying, and I know that at the right time God will bless me. And I know that if you're a Christian, you should understand that when God has prepared a time when you will succeed, it will never let you down. It will always bless you at the appointed time of your needs. If God does not, not that God is a negative God, not that God is a bad God, no, never. God knows the things that you need before you even receive it. So when at the time when you're not receiving what you need, when at the time you're not receiving what you want, that doesn't mean God is evil. It means that He's preparing you. Like I said before, it means that He's molding you. So when you fail, that doesn't mean that you're totally a failure. No, you're not totally a failure. You are not. That's why the Bible verse says that be strong and be courageous. Yeah, like I said before. What is the Bible verse that says? I think it's in Deuteronomy, that says be strong and be courageous. And that's why that is really important to know that you failing does not determine your entire existence. You failing today does not determine that you can't achieve the same thing the next day or tomorrow. You only fail when you only become a failure when you don't take the appropriate action, or when you don't change the situation, and when you keep dwelling on the pain and hurt of that failure. You get what I mean? So yeah, I just feel like sharing this with you guys because it's just been in my mind for a couple of days, and I hope you guys really do understand that failing does not mean that you should stop whatever you have, your heart desires, like your dreams, your goals, your achievements, or anything else. I would advise you guys out there to just keep going. Don't give up, because there is, out of all this wide world, there is still a space for you. That's how great this world is. And don't allow social media to influence you. Don't allow it, because it makes social media is another story of its own. Because like I said from the beginning, people are going through situations, and if you see social media, you believe that they're living a perfect life. You're in another world. I'm telling you, you're in another world. And you do get some people on social media who are the realest, who shares their failures, who shares their ups and downs, and who shares their positive results from failing and getting up from the failure. So those are the kind of people that I really appreciate. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. But if you know that the people you're following are not real on social media, they're not like being their true self, what's the point of following them? What's the point of looking up to them? And don't allow you comparing yourself to other people. Oh, because I fail, look at this person, she's doing well more than me. That's what I regret doing in my life. I'm not gonna lie, sit here and I'll be laughing. I compare myself when I fail. I used to, God literally gave me the strength not to be doing that anymore, because I used to do that a lot. I used to compare myself a lot from people, and with people who are doing well, and me, I'm not doing well. I compare myself. So those kind of things, try and like delete that from your mind. Try and take it away from your mind, and you will see your great result very soon. And I believe your failure will equals to testimony, your failure will equals to joy, your failure will equals to blessing, and your failure will equals to prosperity. And don't forget, the year is not ended yet, guys. Oh my god, we still have how many weeks left to the end of the month? And don't doubt yourself, but the biggest one is that don't doubt God, because before the end of the year you can definitely receive the blessing you'll be crying and hoping for God to do. And yeah, thank you guys once again for tuning into this video, and I hope this video I really did how do you say, portray the message towards you guys, and you guys really understand the message to this video. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye for now.